Tommy, big news for yourself. Tell us all about it and how it's all come together for you.
Yeah, August 29th, Cleveland, Ohio. Jake Paul, Tyron Woodley, we're on the undercard of that. It's a great show to be on. Frank pulled it off again, didn't he? BT Sport getting me on there, very thankful. Just in my 7th fight, making me way over to America and performing out there. So, it's a dream come true for me.
So your opponent is Anthony Taylor, who on his Instagram has got a mixed martial arts background. Do you know too much about him other than the fact he is Jake Paul's sparring partner at the moment?
I don't know anything about him. I don't want to know anything about him. It doesn't matter, what he is and what he isn't. He's getting knocked spark out on the night. So he can be what he is. He can talk what he wants, but it's all over. It's all over when you get in that ring, and that's what these fighters don't understand.
Logic tells us that this is a collision course. He's over your shoulder, Jake Paul. You're on his undercard. We're all thinking that you get through this fight and it is all roads lead to Jake Paul. Is that how you're seeing it as well? Is this the reason that you're doing it?
I would assume so. Let's get things straight here. They've not put me on the undercard for the good of my health, have they? They're doing it to try and build the fight, but that's all well and good. I'm here. I want the fight. I'll take the fight in a heartbeat. It's not a problem. It's all on this man's shoulders. And what can you do? I'm going to go over there and do what I do best: impress and box. And hopefully get the knockout win, and then the rest of the ball's in his court. It always has been. He's the one who controls everything. So it's either yay or nay for him.
I had a laugh to myself at the back there when Frank said, "Look, you don't want to box too well because you don't want anybody running off scared. If you do go out there and you perform how you have been performing, do you think that might make a difference on what lies ahead?"
Probably, because he's sackless, isn't he? So if I go over there and bomb his sparring partner out, the one he's been having 50-50s with in the gym for 6 weeks, and I bomb him out in 10-20 seconds, I don't know what he's going to do. He can either run with the tail between his legs, or he can step up and be a man and try and test himself. But at the end of the day, like every single fight, I ain't looking at Jake Paul until after August 29th. I'm vision tunnelled on Anthony Taylor. Can't remember his name. Anthony Taylor. I'm visual tunnelled on him. Don't care about anything else. I just want to get that win, because without that win, we don't advance. So it's all about Anthony Taylor.
Where did this all start? For people that haven't followed the whole journey of, let's just say, the battle online between you and Jake Paul, where did it all begin?
Tyson put some viewing figures out there, and I think he tagged Jake Paul in it and said, "Why don't you fight me brother Tommy?" Jake Paul came on, yada yada yada, and he said, "Tommy, if you want to fight me, don't get your big brother to call me out. Why don't you do it yourself?" So I was like, "Oh, hold on a minute, I don't need anybody to call me out."
Were you aware of Jake Paul at that point?
No, I wasn't, to be fair. I was aware with his brother Logan, because obviously the Logan's bigger. I was aware with him through YouTube and stuff like that, but never Jake. I actually checked him out on that first when he hit back at me, and that was the first time I've ever heard of him. So, I'm not going to have anybody call my name and not do anything about it.
All's fair in love and war, they say, but has this got personal? Has this gone too far with girlfriends being dragged into it and stuff like that, or are you thick-skinned and what's being said is what's being said?
No, I'm very thick-skinned at the end of the day. I'm a true professional, and I'm a professional athlete, and it's something these boys ain't. These boys play games on the internet and run around for a living. I train and I fight hard for a living, and it's all being about a professional. I'm not bringing anyone's missus into this. I'm not doing anything like that, because I'm a true professional. I'm going to let my fist do the talking, and for every bad thing they've said, believe me, they're going to get a swift right hand for it. I'm going to break every single bone in his face, because you don't bring people's loved ones and missus and all the partners into it. It's a fight. They've got nothing to do with it. Leave them out of it, and me and you, let's fight.
There is a narrative online, and I don't know how you feel about it. I'm sure your opinions have changed over time. For Jake Paul to be headlining and you to be on the undercard, some will say, and I'm sure Jake Paul will say, "I'm running the show here."
Yeah.
Professional boxer like Tommy Fury has to box on my undercard. That's already a win for me. How do you see that?
He can be what it is, but I see this as nothing but a win-win for me. I'm out there, I'm boxing in front of a massive audience, a live audience in the stadium. It's worldwide audience, so it's a win-win for me. So it can be on anybody's undercard, I don't care. Billy Joe Saunders, the world champion, boxed on Logan Paul and KSI undercard.
A Sky fight, yeah.
So if a world champion's worthy enough to box on the undercard, I certainly am.
He hasn't fought a professional boxer yet, and that's not me knocking what he's done, but he has chosen to fight MMA fighters or fellow YouTubers. You will be the first professional boxer that he has fought if it comes to that.
Yep.
Do you think he's made a mistake by doing that?
A big mistake. From what I've seen, he used to campaign at 150 pounds. I think I was last 150 pounds when I was about 8 years old. My big light everywhere, everyone's seen that I'm in shape, I'm coming in shape, and I carry a lot of power. I just don't see what he can do. But it doesn't matter what you can do. It's all about what I can do, and I know what I can do, and I'm going to go over there and prove it.
Yeah, this professional journey you're on at the moment, I suppose one of the things I've heard your dad say as well, it's about progression. It's about improving each time. Do you feel that as things are going on at the moment that you're progressing how you would like and you are making those necessary improvements each time?
Yeah, definitely. I feel like I'm improving at the right rate. I don't want to move fast. I want to move correctly. That's the whole theme here. I don't want to take stupid fights that I can't win. I want to take fights that I can win and move slowly and gradually up there. And this is a whole nother learning experience. It's dealing with the whole event, the whole crowd, boxing America. Boxing away from my dad this time. It's all that to take into consideration. So it's a massive learning step.
You did mention Tyson earlier, just one question on him. He's obviously recovering from COVID. I saw on his Instagram he is back in the gym now and he looks fit. Have you had any conversations with him? How's he doing?
Yeah, he's doing great, yeah. Obviously he recovered from the COVID and stuff. He's back training now, fitter than ever really. And yeah, he can't wait to get this Wilder out of the way. It's the third time, isn't it? We all know the score. He's beaten twice. We're just going to get this man out of the way now and get the big fight that everybody wants.
He made a real splash in America. They loved him when he went over there. Presumably, look, people are always going to tie you with the Fury name, but do you want to make your own statement over there? And if the fans like Tyson, they should like Tommy in theory.
I'm hoping so. Fingers crossed. But what can we do at the end of the day? Tyson's Tyson. I'm myself. I'm not going to try and be something I'm not to try and impress people. I am who I am. Like it or lump it. It is what it is. I'm going over there to be myself and do what I do best. Just
finally, does this Jake Paul story, is this the beginning of the end? You beat Anthony Taylor on August 29th and then you end the Jake Paul story?
I hope so.
That sounds very ominous as a professional fighter.
Yeah, no, I hope so. At the end of the day, it's been a lot of back and forth between me and him. As you can see, the back and forth started already again. So, I'm over the talking. Let's get this fight over and done out the way, God willing, come through with a good victory and let's get it on. Let's put it to bed now. Enough social media chat, because we all know that's what he loves. Let's get in the ring and let's fight, because that's what the aim is here.
I don't know if you want to look down that camera. Do you have a direct message to him? We'll see if we can get it to him. We have a good relationship with these people. Do you have a message for him?
Jake Paul, grow a pair of nuts and come and see me, mate. Stop making excuses and make the fight next.
Tommy, enjoy your American debut. Wish you all the best with it. Thank you very much for talking to us.
Thank you very much.